Before this video begins, I want to give a quick thanks to Nordgreen for sponsoring this video. Nordgreen is a Scandinavian watch brand based in Copenhagen, Denmark. Their designs are very minimalistic, and as someone who barely wears jewelry and dresses rather low maintenance, the sleek and simple design of their watches is perfect for my everyday life. The watches also have detachable straps, so you can switch them out with different designs to match your outfit.
Drinking myself down the drain. You used to live with
Nordgreen is a brand that focuses on sustainability. Their watches are ethically made in Danish-owned, union-certified factories. And the packaging that the watch comes in is made up of recycled materials.
I once knew. I hope I'll find you somewhere. Not today. Not today.
They also have a giving back program. Once you have purchased your watch, you will find a unique serial number on the back of it. And in the watch box is a certificate of authenticity where you'll find an identification number. Enter this information on their website and you can choose one of 3 campaigns with their NGO partners in which a percentage of your purchase will be donated to. If you are interested in purchasing one of their watches, I have a 15% off discount code for you in the description box below. And now, on to the video.
serious. I'm falling down the rabbit hole. No, I still have faith and love, but my selfish heart makes it hard for me. That love with somebody new. I don't want anyone, nobody but you. I don't plan to give up my life. Don't listen to my chaotic mind. I don't know where I'm going, but I know where to be found. Don't tell me that you think it's time, for it is not time until I turn things around. I don't want you with somebody new. The mere thought of that image brings me right back to where I never wanted to be, never wanted.
Good. Yum.
That's Annika's signature in her vlog.
It's just, I do that, huh?
Take a deep breath, listen to my voice. The decisions I made have led me to a hell. I don't know if I still have a choice, or if my reflection is me or someone else. I will never want somebody new. The tears and the heartbreak were all worth it for you, for you.